It's Madden NFL 22, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chiefs and the Falcons on Thursday night primetime.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaudin alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, our quarterbacks taking center stage here for each of their respective offenses. Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs, Matt Ryan of the Falcons.
And I think that each quarterback wants to play this game with a faster tempo.
Ready to get this one started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
And I think if there's one quarterback in the league who sometimes gets taken for granted, to me it's Matt Ryan, because I think throughout his career he's been consistently excellent. Frequent member of the 4,000-yard club, savvy veteran, knows how to throw the deep ball and create big plays. And yes, he will beat you from the pocket.
What's up?
Now Ryan on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they want to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Yeah.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's X-Men, but that's Marvel. Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, Deadshot, Robin, Nightwing.
He'll be dropped after a game of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing we do he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Really?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
Here's Ryan to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson, and he'll take it across the 15 and into Chief territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Patterson on the draw play. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Wow.
The good run on first down followed
You gotta get an umbrella, son.
2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though, and it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right, that opening drive, keep those chains moving.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Wait, what are we talking about? Metal detector, what?
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
He certainly did a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Damn.
They'll run on first down. Patterson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Now
it's Ryan.
You talking to me?
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Oh, so we're going to stay at a hotel over there? What, do you stay at a hotel over there or something?
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league, Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
What's the things he does for love?
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Yep.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost
power
opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back and get you into a big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
They already tried to remake it
Throwing
once.
is
It was horrible.
Mahomes on third. Pushes past him. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Gotcha.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, get out of here.
You want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch. And usually
He said, "Don't kill peacekeepers,
He's a
agent."
running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Sorry, my cat is in the car seat. She's super cute.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary.
Fuck it. Yeah, I need a haircut too, bro. Really.
Defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta.
You said the roach?
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Said my actions have served up a freak shitstorm. That's funny. What? I got a strike?
They're going to
What
start
the
to drive here on the ground with
I got an
Patterson.
achievement called
And he'll
Shoot.
take this
The
up
dude
only
was like,
about his 18-yard
strike.
line. Chris Jones on the
What's that
stop.
achievement? Hold on.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great
You killed
job there.
25 freaks with thrown objects. Okay.
They won their battles at the
Not
line
at
of
once.
scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's
What?
2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
What are you talking about?
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Crackdown too.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Yeah, when I said that my cat's in a car seat, hold on, she's super cute. I'm talking about like for real, for real.
Down
My
Atlanta's
cat's in a
second
car seat.
quarter action, the Falcons with the football. As
I'm
they've
not
got
playing
a
straight
3rd
right now,
down
man.
coming up.
Plus, I wouldn't be talking to you on Xbox either if I was, because it's on. I have it on PlayStation. Unless I had both consoles on,
Out
but
of
I
the
wouldn't
gun, it's Ryan.
do that.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And able to get this across
Playing
the
as a
20
cat,
before going out of
and
bounds.
you meet this robot named B12, who's like a little thing to help you along the way, and you're trying to escape the city that you lost. You fucking separate yourself from like 3 other stray cats. It's kind of sad, but so you play, you're trying to escape the cybernetic city,
Yeah, but a nice job
and
defensively to get
with
to
the help
him and
of
keep him
local
short of the
residences,
first.
and you play as a cat. It's fucking awesome.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
Well, if you like cats,
And it's
it
Chiefs
is.
football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the
sorry,
field
it's
for their
pretty
second
cute.
drive. The crowd may be losing
I don't
just
care
a
if I'm
little
a
bit
grown
of the
man
edge
saying
after
that, it's fine.
back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
Oh, well, cats bite,
Now
so
it'll be
I don't
interesting
know.
to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach.
You say any kind of
can you
animal that
hang in
doesn't
there
bite.
and not try and force
I don't know
something
what
that could
animal
put your team
doesn't
in some
bite.
jeopardy.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
I mean, they can fuck people up. You see videos out there, there's cats
Finding
fucking up
Hardman
snakes
here
and
over
shit.
the middle. 7 yards.
It's crazy, bro. Cats are
Threw
fearless.
that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here.
Wait, what happened? Who was going?
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
That's funny.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Who, the snake?
However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
There was a lizard that fucking, or there was a cobra that was trying to get this cat. The cat was cornered, and it kept swatting at it. Fucking reflexes fast as shit. But ended up, the snake ended up backing down.
Or the ball. And if you're playing the man,
From a
you
cat.
get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Touchdown! Nicole Hardman from 10 yards out.
Oh,
and the
shit.
Chiefs have taken the lead.
Yeah.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3
Yeah,
lead.
that's crazy.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Excuse me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory,
Shit,
which
I haven't
means
heard
you're
how
going to
long
lose
you
the
gonna be
field
on
position
for.
battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now.
Well, hit me up later, then.
At their own 23.
Hit me up later.
Start the drive. Ryan, he's got his pass catching tight end. That's Pitts.
I said you were going after the game was over.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly
That's what I'm saying. So, like, well, I don't really think playing on spots right now. I was like, I'm on chill. And then I got to get regular back up.
He gets enough for the first down.
So, what time are you going to be back on?
It's Patterson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing
Thursday, don't you got wrestling?
Sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
All right. What do you have downloaded? Like, do you have Alien downloaded yet?
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Correct. Okay. I mean, think about what you want to play, but you'll be back when you say.
First down, Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, if I'm back by like 9, I hope it's too late.
But if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. That he's... Chief sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really throwing around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando. Our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You always be very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And some room to maneuver. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Here we go. That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Parker, I think a little bit of surprise was registered around the league when Clyde Edwards-Helaire went in the first round to Kansas City. Not because people didn't think he was a good player, but many other running backs were ranked ahead of him. But he absolutely fits what they do in Kansas City. Compact, takes care of the football, can catch it out of the backfield, and pass protects as well. He could be a star in their system.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now here's Mahomes. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that got incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
With the dime work on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Mike Remmers, right tackle, called for the infraction. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Short of the line to gain. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game, because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Start of the third quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for him, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
to gain is the 33 on third down. Mahomes now to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So on trots the field goal unit, and going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Butker's kick here is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 8 coming up. Right side, Patterson, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Ryan. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, That's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
On third down, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
First down, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Wrapped pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Three yards remain for second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. As the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there, running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down.